does the newspaper look like toilet paper? Okay. The renowned parapsychologist Philip Moore visits Arkham. Fans of mystery and the supernatural are in luck, as the famous British popularizer of these topics will visit our city on his North American tour to present his new book, Spontaneous Human Combustion, a Reality. It's kind of a very specific topic for a book, isn't it? The gathering with his readers will take place tonight at the esoteric bookstore The Ishtar Gate, where, in addition to signing copies, he will give a lecture on the book's chilling subject. The bookstore has decided to limit attendance at the event. Leading scholars on the subject and a small but select group of journalists will form the core of the lucky guests invited to the event. However, several cutout invitations have been made available to the general public and can be found in the pages of this month's issue of Strange Eons magazine. Guess where we gotta go now? At 25 years of age and following in the footsteps of his father, Patrick Moore, a pioneer in metaphysic research, he has become one of the most famous popularizers of paranormal phenomena, thanks to his successful books such as The Visitors and Behind the Veil, which recount the investigations carried out in his native England. Walter Block, a correspondent for this newspaper, will attend the event to interview Philip Moore about these strange and unusual events that cause some people to be reduced to ashes without any apparent external source of ignition. Tomorrow, we invite our readers to discover the mysteries of spontaneous combustion from one of its greatest exports. The smoothness of a 8, not an 8. The economy of a 4. Walter P. Chrysler announces new Plymouth floating power and freewheeling, $655. I gotta get me one. Philip Moore, that's our man. The Ishtar Gate ring a bell? Yes, the esoteric bookstore. It's on Weiss Street. Cool. Got a new destination. But, well, I was going to say, we need to get the Strange Eons magazine from the dude at the park. He's not going to give it up until the bus goes. But maybe if we go to the bookstore, we can look around and find, I was going to say, either a more interesting magazine or maybe a copy of the same magazine. Well, if we find a copy of the same magazine, we don't even need a box. Let's go to the bookstore. The Ishtar Gate. This is where that parapsychologist presents his book. Yes, thank you, we knew this. We're not going to comment on the man just peering in the window, alright. There's a... Oh, hello. Is that a... Yes, it is. That's a bus. Okay. Line 5 makes a stop here. Yes, indeed. I hear shouting from inside. Let's go in and see what's going on. I won't say it again. Get off my bus. Don't you have any compassion? You'll get me fired, you damn hag. Hey. Arkham PD, what's the trouble? This woman. She got on the bus without a ticket and won't get off. Ma'am, you know you can't ride without a ticket, so I beg you to step down. Don't get me wrong. I had to get on this bus due to force majeure. Force majeure? Spell it out. My cane was stolen while I was sitting on a bench. I have fasciitis in the sole of my foot, and I can't walk without it. Not my problem. Let her finish, pal. I barely made it to the bus so this gentleman could take me home. There's a stop right in front of my door. I told him I'd pay the fare as soon as we got there. I don't have any money on me. Ma'am, don't keep telling me the same sob story. You can't get on here without a ticket. Period. Why don't you take this lady home, pal? Route's the same with or without her, right? Are you mad? If the depot hears a colored woman rode without a ticket, I'm finished. If it were someone else, maybe nothing would happen, but a colored woman? I wouldn't have boarded if I could walk. Besides, your bosses don't need to know about it. Get off. I can't. You're starting to annoy me. Keep it up and there'll be consequences. This is getting dull. Shall we go? We shouldn't leave that woman alone with him. Why? Let them deal with it. I was just starting to like you, Foster. Look at his hand. Oh, shit. A steel crank. And he's about to lose it. Damn it. Yeah. Don't get any funny ideas. Okay, glad we had that conversation. What's the crank in your hand for? None of your business. Hand it over. Hey, Jack. What? Guy's out of his mind. He'll probably react violently if you take the crank away from him. I wouldn't advise it. And what would you advise? Resolve this diplomatically. I think you've known Foster long enough to know he's not really capable of that much diplomacy. Why don't you take her? She's your only passenger. Plus you got somebody waiting for you on the bench and I need his magazine. The poor woman can't walk and I can see she's your only passenger. That's because everyone else has gotten off. Because you stopped the engine and refused to continue the ride until I got off. Doesn't her story move you at all? She could be your grandmother. My grandmother would have paid for the ticket. And you? Aren't you moved by the fact that I could lose my job? Half the staff have already been laid off because of the crisis, and I don't want to be the next one. Yeah, Harvey, you get in there, Harvey. You want to say something, Harvey? Yes. Sir, would we be in this situation if she weren't black? Listen, pal, I'm no racist. Yes, you are. But she didn't even have the decency to move to the back where her kind... Oh, boy. Come on, be reasonable. She's the one who needs to be reasonable. Take her away and let me get on with my job. But, well... This ain't gonna work, because, yeah, he's gonna stop me. Do I need to draw the gun? I mean, I don't want to shoot him, but... I feel like Foster needs to pull a little bit of authority here. Jack! That's not the way to solve things. Well, you fucking do it then! Are you sure you can't walk?
I told you, I have fasciitis in the sole of my foot. I can't do it without support. The pain is unbearable.
Will you promise to pay the ticket to the driver when you get home?
Of course. I'm an honest person.
You hear that? Fire it up and let's be done. You expect me to trust someone who got on without a ticket? This company has a strict policy. No ticket, no ride. How about we pay for it?
Would you do that for me?
It won't be enough. I've been stuck here for over an hour because of this woman, and several passengers haven't been able to make their journey. Are you covering that loss too? You're very stubborn, aren't you? I'm not going to try and force her. Between us, you're trying to start a revolution, aren't you?
What now?
You know, you won't get off this bus until black people are no longer forced to sit in the back. You've got it all figured out. Make a scene, get some support. Maybe this little gesture will be the start of something.
What are you talking about? If I could walk, I wouldn't be on this filthy bus.
Hey, you! Don't put ideas in her head. Well, Harvey said we can't exactly make her or leave her alone. And yet we can get off the bus. And this dude's gone. Journey Through the Mind by Edgar Salazar. Okay, yeah, all these are nice, but how do we help the woman in the bus? I can't walk any further. The driver's about to lose his temper. I hope this situation doesn't get any worse. Great, thanks for that. You know, it occurs to me, yeah, there's this umbrella. Maybe we could use it if we could convince him to let us have it. He's going to say the same thing. Can't take defective umbrellas. Maybe we could talk to him? Hey, Worm. It's Morley, if you don't mind. None of these give me this umbrella. You don't seem to be having much success. At this hour, there's no one left except a couple of cops making the rounds and that crazy guy with the sign who says I work for the devil. I'm waiting for the campaign team to come and take over the stand. My shift is over, but I don't want to leave it alone at the mercy of the mayor's rivals. Give me one reason why I should vote for Bradley. Our beloved candidate has promised to implement employment policies through the construction of public infrastructure. With this measure, the vast majority of Arkham's unemployed will be able to have a decent job. That measure has just been approved by President Roosevelt and is nationwide. To that end, the Public Works Administration is being created. I think Mayor Bradley is passing off that measure as a future accomplishment of his. Where'd you get this, wise owl? Nice hire, huh? Okay. Swear this isn't a con. Why do you say that? The Frank the Worm I knew was a foul-mouthed guy who spit more than he spoke. And now? I don't know. You talk as if you've read at least one book. Prison refit my compass. I was throwing life away. Look at that. A case of successful reintegration. So it appears. Got paperwork that says this stands legit? Yeah, I got a license signed by the mayor's campaign team. My name's on it. Want to see it? Sounds tidy. I'll take you at your word. You trust him? He projects confidence. I do. You heard him. We won't bother you. Should I thank you? You can thank me by giving me the umbrella. Don't you have any more cinnamon rolls? Those giant ants ate them. And not content with that, they tried to do the same to me. They bite, you know. So no more cinnamon rolls at my stand. But the topic's still there. Do I have to find one and put it on his tray and summon ants and distract him to get the umbrella so I can use that to give that to the woman for support so I can get the bus moving so I can get his fucking magazine so I can get into the damn bookstore? I wonder if Harvey wants to visit the diner now. Well, he ain't exactly stopping me, so guess let's talk to the waitress. Welcome to Rob's. Today's special is the American cheese sandwich. We're cops. We're on duty. Some other time, sweetheart. Can you read? Yes. What's the name on the tag? Betty? That's right. Betty. Not sweetheart. Clear? Yeesh. Feisty dames these days, huh? Don't call them that. Like what? You talk too much, Jack. I suggest that for every 2 words you say, save one. Okay, then. Hi, Betty. Have you decided yet? Our huevos rancheros with bacon are killer. It's tempting, but like I said, we're on duty. You could at least ask her if she has a cinnamon roll. Suit yourselves. What's on the menu? I'm so hungry that if I had to choose between a raise and being fed the entire menu, I'd take the raise, of course. Canned goods. Free? Yeah, Rob wants to do something for folks who've lost everything and can't afford a plate. But they don't look too healthy. I mean, the cans are rusted to hell. Doubt the insides look any prettier. Look, this is all Rob's thing. Complaints to him. Yeah, what the hell, they're free. I'll grab one. Okay, well, it ain't a cinnamon roll. A can of canned sardines. Made by McNeil Company. Doesn't look like it's in very good condition. Ooh, cakes. What's in the cakes? Bottom one, raspberry jam and walnuts. The one on top, triple chocolate. You look downright sinful. Thanks, back to myself. Can I take one? No, apparently not. Oh, you're Rob, huh? From the smell of it, I'd say he's one hell of a cook. All right, then. He's reading the Boston Globe. Don't want to bother him. Can't bother him. What time is it? What are we doing here, Jack? We should be working the case. Okay, fine. Well, it ain't exactly a cinnamon roll, but it's food. Can we put this on the worm's tray? Oop. Oh, can't open it with his bare hands. Maybe the letter opener will help. God. There. Okay. Now it's open. Good lord, what a stench. What's in it? The label says it's sardines. It looks like crude oil to me. Okay. A decomposing blob of what used to be sardines is floating on top of blackened oil. There you go, I got some more cinnamon rolls for you.
Something tells me we should save that can for later.
You think so?
It's a hunch.
Oh, well darn. Okay. Was there a stick of some kind at the police station? Someone ditched something wrapped in newspaper. This is coming with me. Okay. There's a 1 in a million chance that it contains something valuable. Then again, you never know. Stale bread. Pastrami with cheese. Or at least that's what I gather from the greenish, moldy filling. A moldy sandwich as hard as a rock. If some food whets your appetite, this one kills it. Okay. Not what I was expecting. Well, it occurs to me I never actually went into the bookstore. I wonder if I can. Okay, we can. What's that smell? It smells like something burning.
Incense.
What?
It smells like incense.
What's that?
A mixture of plant resin and essential oils used as a fragrance.
Well, it smells awful. Alright, so maybe we can do something useful in here. Even before we, talk to this guy. Can't go any further that way. The Ishtar Gate and Saturn editions are pleased to present Philip Moore, renowned writer on parapsychology. The event will consist of a book signing for his book, Spontaneous Human Combustion, and a lecture on the subject. Arrow points upstairs. He's a literary agent. He's not going to let us up without an invitation, so no point in bothering him. This place must seem like paradise to you, right, Harvey?
I love being surrounded by books, that's true.
It's like when they took you to the fair as a child, right?
I think you're starting to get to know me.
Alrighty then. Incense?
That's right.
Okay, cool. Glad we had this talk. It's an Egyptian sarcophagus.
They were used to guard the mummy of a deceased person who had undergone an embalming process.
Listen, Harvey. I may look like a tough, ignorant cop, but I've got some culture.
I'm sorry if I offended you, Jack. But a moment ago, you didn't even know what incense was, and I thought,
Well, don't think so hard. What's on the blackboard? Upcoming event, conference. Life Beyond Death. Speaker Edward C. Randall. Date to be determined. Hi, how you doing?
Welcome to the Ishtar Gate. Looking for something in particular? More like someone. We're looking for Philip Moore, the popularizer of strange topics.
We're lucky that he's included the Ishtar Gate in his tour. He just signed copies of his new book and is now giving a talk on the phenomenon of spontaneous human combustion. You'll find him upstairs.
Thank you.
For what we already know. It's by invitation only, by the way.
Oh, understood.
Note. Due to the rising cost of paper, Afterland Publishing has decided to suspend until further notice the releases it had already announced. Okay then. Oh, we could put the sandwich on the tray. Figured the ants would only be attracted by something sweet. Where'd that sandwich come from? Stay away from me! I'm leaving until these things from hell disappear. I'd do the same if I were you. They get into your pants and... you probably deserve it. Especially you, Foster. I'm out of here. One umbrella free for the taking. Let's have a look at it. One of Mayor Bradley's campaign swag items, an umbrella with the American flag on it. See if maybe the woman can use this as support. Ugh, several of the ribs are rusty and I can't get it closed. Oh. Can we use the oil on it? Contents of the can are so greasy I've come... Oh, holy shit, I was right. I'll smear this oily substance on the umbrella's ribs. There we go. Would you like a closed umbrella? Here, take this. It's not a real cane, but close enough. Courtesy Mayor Bradley.
Oh, I can really go home with this. How can I ever thank you? Don't worry about it. We're here to help. You're angels, the both of you. And you're a devil. Good night, gentlemen. And rest assured, I will be voting for Mayor Bradley.
Could you speed it up a little bit, please? Thank you.
Thank goodness you've ended this nightmare. Now I can get back to work.
Not so fast. Hand over the weapon.
Weapon? What weapon?
The crank. What was the plan? Use it on the poor old lady if you couldn't get her off the bus?
I only meant to scare her.
Spare me. I'm confiscating it.
What if I get a flat? I don't have another one.
I don't know. Screw you. The crank, please. Have some empathy next time, will you?
And watch that temper. It'll get you in trouble.
Let's get out of here, Harvey. Specifically to the park.
Assholes.
God damn. Steel crank I confiscated from the driver of the Line 5 bus. One end is octagonal. Okay. That line suggests to me that I need to keep it, and not what I was originally thinking. Maybe we need to submit it to evidence or something. Hey! He's gone, but also worryingly so's the magazine. Hopefully he put it back on the stack. Latest issue of Strange Eons. Yes, cool. Take it with us. Month's issue of the Occult magazine. Perfect condition. No pages are missing. Use the letter opener maybe to cut out the... I don't want to damage the magazine. Okay. Give it to Harvey. Let's check that newspaper. Several cutout invitations have been made available to the general public and can be found at the pages of this month's issue of Strange Eons magazine. Bookstores decided to limit attendance, leading scholars on the subject, a small group of journalists. Several cutout invitations have been made. Okay. Well, if I can't cut it out, do I just show the magazine to the literary agent? Oh, hi, he's back. Can't even talk to him this time. Because I feel like the game wouldn't tell me it's a cutout invitation if it didn't want me to cut it out of the magazine. Why am I showing it to the statue? Show it to him. Here you go. This month's Strange Eons magazine, with the corresponding invitation. Perfect. Oh, okay. I don't need to cut it out then. All right. I suppose you're aware that the invitation comes with the magazine is for one person only. Oh, wow. But you are readers of the magazine, right? Of course we are. We buy it every month. 50-50, you know. These are tough times. Absolutely. You can come in. Enjoy the evening. That was easier than I thought.